The Longshot Pro, another Xshot blaster, or should I say the first of a new line of Xshot blasters. Wow, Dark Zone, you really started something this time. But let's just see if Xshot and all the other companies are gonna hold up to what Dark Zone has begun to do. So guys, thank you so much for being here on Kingdom Corn. Let's take it to the kingdom.
Welcome back. This is Kingdom Corn.
What is going on? It is lovely, guys, to see you guys once again. This is Kingdom Corn. And guys, this is going to be a special review. Of course, I'm not saying that all my videos are not like great, but I have already shot this blaster, and the more that you hold on to this blaster, the more things that you learn about it. And the reason why I'm so excited is because, yeah, this is a Pro Line blaster. Yes, we have Pro Line blasters that are bigger, maybe have better quality, but this bad boy is $30. Yeah, that's right, $30, and it's a Pro. $30 Pro level. Naturally, you will pick this up with much skepticism. Can't lie, it took me a while to actually figure out why on earth would I need this when I have the Dark Zone Pro 4. I have the Dark Zone Mark 3. I've got them all, you know. I cannot lie. This got passed by a whole lot of times before it wound up here. And guys, this thing, I am not mad that it did get here, because now I have a smile on my face. Now, let's get right into the meat of this blaster so you guys can know what's going on. By the way, if you will, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, because guys, I want this kingdom to always stay lit. And guess what? We cannot do that if you guys are not here every single time. So go ahead and continue to make this kingdom here great. In my hand, we have these two clear, transparent clips. I'm going to keep mentioning throughout this review that, I want you guys to keep it in your mind that this blaster is $30. We have a long dart clip and a short dart clip with the connector piece as well. If you don't understand my hype, all you have to do is think about Hasbro and how much we get with theirs. I don't want to call it junk, but just gonna leave it at that. This blaster also came with long and short darts, and the cool thing is Dark Zone have really just set a whole new standard for all the lines of blasters. That is a great thing, because now with Xshot, we have got these really cool waffle head tips. We all know that Dark Zone always had the best waffle head type of darts, so to be able to finally see that type of design on these other lines, that just really takes all this stuff up a whole notch. Man, darts make a whole load of difference, and it is great to see them improving in that area now. Back to the main guy. Over here up top, we have got these cool sights. I will tell you one thing about this blaster is that everything that I'm going to show you, all of it is good and functional. All of it works. But I will have to say that most of it is going to be a little bit cheaper in quality than you would see from your average Pro Line blaster. So even though I may say that they have some really nice sights, it is functional. This little thingy here turns and it causes this little other thingy in the middle to come up or down as you need. Pardon my thinginess. But what I'm saying is, as cool as all that is, keep in mind that the overall quality is just a little bit cheaper than most stuff. With that also being said, it is still great. Holding this in your hand just feels so nice. And one thing I totally love about this is that prime. It's like the prime is not just objective, it really feels alive, because whenever you pull this back, you can feel, I don't know if it's because of the hollowness, maybe, but you can totally feel every bit over here on the trigger. Every time you prime this, it's like it's actually alive, y'all. I mean, just to be able to feel every step of that here on the grip, I don't know how to explain it, but when you get it in your hands, it is something that you might notice for yourself. It has an amazing looking design. I don't know if I even have to say that. That should be just easy to see. These details are absolutely amazing. And seeing that this is from the skins line, there is a possibility that we just might get some other alternate skins for this. And if that is the case, I am all here for it. On the back is a stock. It doesn't extend too far. I feel like it does just what it needs to because the blaster is already good in size already. As far as the grip goes, it is kind of small, but again, you don't really think about that, especially when it is in motion, just because of the fact that it just feels so great. This comes with a scar barrel, and that is, I'm telling you guys, $30 gets you everything with this blaster, and it's got a muzzle brake. You can fire this with or without the scar barrel and muzzle brake, just depends on how you want it that particular time. That slides in there good and fine. There are no issues too much with that. It goes in good, snaps in, locks in, everything is nice. Now, the cool and awesome thing, when you have the short dart clip, it does not use the same button to remove the clip. Instead, as you blast this, it is a bullpup. That means the whole clip is behind the trigger. And with that said, once you finish firing off your shots, there is a button over here right by the trigger on both sides, ambidextrous, and you just push it and that clip slides right out. Then you throw in another one. Let's see that one more time. Woo! $30, y'all. Nerf, Hasbro, you might want to pay attention. You about to get left in the dust around here. The ability for this to even have and shoot short darts for an Xshot, this is all brand new, first time in the line. We are in a whole new era of Nerf, y'all. Well, speaking of Nerf, and one good thing about Nerf is the compatibility factor, because this is a 30-round drum, and you saw, guys, that this snaps and clicks in there just as good as the ones that came with this. So $30 gets you some cross compatibility. You can use your old drums from Nerf and shoots off just dangerously as it should. And I went to retrieve my Dart Zone MK 1.2 because I just wanted to kind of give you guys a picture of what I mean by the fact that this is great, but just a little bit lower in quality than the others. You can see that the 1.2 is a bit thicker up here altogether. The weight is much heavier than this blaster. Overall, it's just bigger compared to this. It's almost like this one is a little brother. They are just about the exact same length. So you are not missing anything as far as getting some good handle on the blaster, because pretty much overall they are almost the same. This one is just a bit tad smaller, lighter, and cheaper plastic than this heavy bad boy. I'm actually going to go ahead, since I got this out, I'm going to go ahead and put both of these through the chronograph. That way I can measure how much FPS that is coming out, how much power that these things are actually able to contain. I want to just do a comparison between this $100 versus $30 blaster. So just go ahead, check out these chronograph results. While you're at it, you can go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because the kingdom is not lit without you guys.
dart.
Adding the scar barrel. And short dart. That was up, y'all. Wow. So I have to say that I really am just astounded by how this blaster actually shoots. You saw that I compared it with the Dart Zone 1.2, and this thing, it really is not too far off. Seeing if you know the price on the Dart Zone 1.2, that blaster is like what, like $100, something like that. I don't quite remember. So you got a $100 blaster there, and it's definitely shooting like $100 blaster. I'll give it that. But this one for $30 is definitely. I mean, if you were out on the field and someone had that and you had this, you would be able to really compete with each other. So these guys are both in the same range ballpark, even with this being as cheap as just any given blaster you get from Hasbro. Just gotta throw that name out there off the shelves. Like, on that note, guys, I am going to start with these long darts, and we are going to see how this thing feels going shooting downrange. Xshot, Longshot, Pro. Let's take this to the king. Oh, that feels great. Ooh, that accuracy. Yeah. Yes. Now I'm going to remove this scar barrel. Maybe they'll get more range without it. It seems like that's the case. And then I'm going to go with these short darts for that matter. Now, the short darts actually seem a little less accurate than the long darts. Seems like maybe because of the weight, and by this not having very, very much power, it is powerful, but not having a lot of it, maybe it's hard for the short darts to push out without kind of fluttering in the air. But long darts seem like I got a more accurate type of shot from. But overall, I did have a good time shooting this blaster. I like how it feels, and I totally just dig the fact that for $30 you can get an actual pro level blaster to take out to the field and compete with the likes of all that Dart Zone Pro, all that great other stuff. On that note, this bad boy does contain slam fire. I'm going to pick whichever darts of my choosing, and we're about to go crazy. Oh yeah. Y'all have a marvelous, wonderful day. Thank you for watching my videos. See you guys next time on Kingdom Corn. Yeah.